I'm honored to be around him.
Friends and family know Julia Smith as Smitty. But in this apartment complex that includes some 200 neighbors, we learn why they voted to bestow on Smitty a new nickname, Mr. Broadway Towers.
It's because he's all that and a bag of chips, no matter what. He is a man that'll always be there for you. He'd be with his guys in the trenches if that was necessary, and he supports this building and this community in many ways.
What really impresses me about him is he's just a gentleman from the old days.
At 94 years young, we took a moment to learn more about the places Smitty went to serve not just his community, but his country.
Holland, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Germany. We made our living in the Jeep. We stayed in the Jeep to pick up the German message.
Marked on this war photo was the temperature at the time, 17 degrees below zero. His radio team used a Jeep-mounted antenna to intercept German calls, codes, and if they were lucky, zero in on enemy guns.
We could turn this till we got the loudest signal, and that we'd take a beat on it, you know. We get 3 people to take a lead on that, and we can pretty well pinpoint where they were, you know. And if they were directing artillery fire, we'd call a fighter squadron, and maybe you'd be listening to it sometime, and all of a sudden it'd go over the area. That's the only thing we knew that we had done good.
He can laugh now about close calls, including an enemy plane that dove machine guns blazing toward his Jeep.
And boy, we just went out and dove out into the snow before they started strafing. And this little fellow with me, he says, Smitty said, "Did you get a shot off at that airplane?"
And you said, "No, I'm diving in the snow."
I'm taking care of me first.
But this former soldier is sobered by the memory of witnessing the impact of war on so many men, women, and children.
The people, poor people that I saw walking along the road in these bombed out streets, dragging a little wagon behind them, not knowing where they were going to sleep or eat, I'll never forget that. That hurt me more than anything.
A bad wreck drove him from the battlefield, and after recovering, Smitty returned stateside to his young bride, Elizabeth. Before her death, the two were married 70 years. It is that kind of devotion to others and Smitty's generous spirit that won over neighbors and won him the new title, Mr. Broadway Towers.
I love the place, so, you know, I try to do a few things.